Government targeting only hustlers in the ongoing demolitions and relocation from riparian land. NTV's Sydney Chazima did a spot check around Nairobi and its environs and now paints us a picture of the non-seemingly discriminating action taken by government to clear settlements of those living on riparian lands in slum areas and upmarket estates within the city.
Our state of affairs spot check takes us to Area 2 of Mathare slums in Nairobi County, where bulldozers, demolished structures and despairing faces greet our entry. The ongoing demolitions form part of the government's resolve to relocate those living on riparian land and those close to areas that are prone to flooding and landslides. Here in Mathare, locals say close to 300 families have been affected. Some are packing belongings on lorries, ready to resettle elsewhere, while others are still trying to place themselves in government rescue centers.
Tuliambiwa tuende drive-in. Na drive-in imejaa. Mathare primary bado kuliingia maji. So hatuwezi enda huko. Drive-in ndio sasa at least. Lakini sasa huko kumejaa.
The government has already set in motion its plan to relocate those living on riparian land. And here in Mathare, houses that were built along Nairobi River are already being demolished. But from the residents, there are lingering questions about the fairness of this process.
Wakisema ni demolishing, ifanye haki, si ati wanapita nyumba zingine na zingine zinabomolewa. Kama ni zote haki ifanye kazi, hiyo 15% walisema ifanyike kama 15%.
The pain and misery of Mathare residents is compounded by the irony that houses in Nairobi's upmarket estates that are equally built on riparian land are still standing strong. Just a few kilometers from Mathare, these towering residential buildings sit pretty atop the banks of a swollen river. From an outward look, the clothes from the hanging lines and sighting of children playing in the open spaces clearly tells that the fear of relocation by the government is something that worries only the hustlers of Mathare and other slum areas, but not them. The situation is the same in Gigiri and Runda estates. The compound of a famous hotel in Gigiri has now been turned into a tributary of River Nairobi, with workers forced to maneuver around in boats. The hotel is equally built on riparian land, but there is still no sighting of bulldozers of demolitions here. Adjacent to this hotel is the sighting of bulldozers though, and one will be forgiven to think that they are here on a demolition mission. But no. Their sole purpose is to complete the construction of a bridge here. But just close by are these majestic houses that probably give away the depth of the pockets of the occupants. Despite being on riparian land and even part of their perimeter wall collapsing due to the wet ground around the riverbank, this remains a blind spot for the government. Are these demolitions only targeting hustlers? As it looks, the rich will continue to sleep happily in their houses built on riparian land as the rivers whisper unending lullabies to their ears. Sydney Chazima, NTV.
Well, demolitions